Blanchard had her gender reveal, and she had a special guest today that has her local people in Louisiana in uproar. I have had 6 people send me this special guest. Do you guys want to check out who it is?
Gypsy Rose Blanchard has garnered a reputation for her manipulative behavior, dishonesty, and deceit. These characteristics have influenced many, leading to diverse opinions about her. Some people suspect she might have tampered with paternity tests, while others defend the legitimacy of these tests. In this discussion, our goal is to uncover the truth: are paternity tests fraudulent, or are they genuinely reliable? Over time, Gypsy Rose Blanchard has made numerous attempts to control the narrative surrounding her actions. This has led even her supporters to question her motives. She has been involved in a string of scandals almost every month and has faced criticism from various sources, including former inmates. Additionally, she has had conflicts with content creators and often engages in heated debates in comment sections, frequently dismissing those who challenge her or present valid concerns. Given these ongoing controversies, it's essential to closely examine the reality of the situation. Are the accusations against her valid, or is there more to the story? Let's dive into the specifics to gain a clearer understanding.
Let's see. Lady right here is an attorney in Louisiana, and she also helps a nonprofit organization for domestic violence.
To date, Gypsy Rose Blanchard has successfully manipulated many individuals, including some creators. I'm not criticizing anyone here, but it seems that some creators are only scratching the surface when it comes to comprehending her true nature. They aren't delving deep enough to reveal what she might be concealing. Believe me, there's always something hidden about Gypsy Rose, something she doesn't want us to see to fully grasp her actions and intentions. It's time to investigate further. Now, let's discuss creators like Nina and Julie, who approach the narrative surrounding Gypsy Rose Blanchard differently. Nina has been relentless in her investigation, consistently bringing crucial information to light. For example, she disclosed the gender of Gypsy Rose's baby before it was officially announced. Nina supports her claims with substantial evidence, making her a key figure in exposing the truth about Gypsy Rose. Despite Gypsy's attempts to undermine her career, Nina has remained steadfast and is now dedicated to uncovering the truth. On the other hand, there's Julie, who boasts 1.1 million followers on TikTok. While Julie's videos have gone viral, her approach contrasts with Nina's. She mainly reports on publicly available information, focusing on celebrities and widely reported details. Unlike Nina, Julie doesn't offer insider information or exclusive discoveries. Her content relies on what's already available in the media, making it informative but not as in-depth as Nina's investigations. These two creators operate in completely different realms, which has led to some confusion among their audiences. But people find it challenging to piece together the narratives because the creators' approaches are so distinct. To clarify, I'll examine their perspectives and point out where I believe Julie might be missing the mark. Looking at her videos, it's evident that there are fundamental issues from the start. Her coverage of Horton and Upward seemed dubious. She began by dismissing previous claims made by others who said Gypsy wasn't pregnant, then shifted focus to the controversy surrounding the paternity test. Let's break this down, starting with the pregnancy claims.
I seen the results are fake. Guys! People are now saying that Gypsy Rose has faked her paternity test. Not only is she faking her pregnancy, but now she's faked the paternity results.
Hey, Julie. Thanks for using my photo. I think that was so kind of you. I really appreciate it. However, I know you were saying that I claimed that they were related. I said, I don't know. I just want to be very clear about that. But also what I think is really ironic is that the initial picture of Ryan Anderson and Dee put together, I actually seen on your page. So I just think it's kind of...
People didn't start doubting Gypsy Rose's pregnancy without reason. Initially, Ryan, who was once close to her, publicly expressed his doubts during a live session, saying he wasn't certain if she was genuinely pregnant. His skepticism appeared rooted in something more, suggesting he might have had some insider knowledge. Over time, Ryan has shared accurate information about Gypsy Rose, further establishing his credibility in these matters. Alongside Ryan's claims, rumors surfaced that some of Gypsy's family members also questioned her pregnancy. These suspicions weren't baseless. Observers noticed unusual inconsistencies in her baby bump, which appeared large in some photos but much smaller in others. Interestingly, the bump seemed more pronounced at home but noticeably smaller in public, where people could easily see and even take photos showing no visible belly.
Crazy that you're saying that what I'm saying is an issue, but you actually posted a lookalike picture first. But also, I know you really support Gypsy because I can see that all through your social, but I just think that's kind of a little ironic considering she's a murderer and she's a manipulator and she manipulated this man that has a very low IQ and he's autistic, and the fact that you're okay with that. And I know you are because of the way you've addressed it. I think when you have a platform like this, allowing other people to take advantage of people that are disabled. And
These visual inconsistencies sparked skepticism. Gypsy Rose's responses to these allegations were also troubling. Instead of addressing her followers' genuine concerns, she dismissed their questions, treating them as trivial. This casual attitude frustrated her audience, who felt they deserved transparency since she had made her pregnancy a public matter. Julie's approach in her videos also seemed one-sided, appearing to discredit Nina's claims and casting Nina as someone making unfounded accusations. This has led to questions about Julie's impartiality, with some speculating that she may be influenced by Gypsy Rose's PR team, a team known for controlling narratives and creating tensions among creators.
actually have them sit in prison for life is really sad. And I don't think that we should be condoning that. Now, you do what you do, boo. But I'm going to stand up for what I think is right. And I think if you're saying it's okay, and you're also saying, oh, they look so happy, it's very clear that they're not. Like, are we going to act like we're in the land of deluded?
I seen the results are fake.
Although there's no confirmation of Julie's involvement with Gypsy's team, her tone and approach suggest an alignment with Gypsy's interests. Gypsy even shared Julie's video, adding a comment like boom with clapping emojis, signaling approval and hinting that she supported the video's message. This gesture has fueled the perception that Julie's video was potentially aimed at challenging Nina's credibility. Gypsy Rose has a documented history of lying and manipulating others. For instance, in her younger years, she reportedly convinced doctors and authorities that everything in her life was fine, despite later accusing her mother of abuse. While she claimed she was trapped and unable to escape her mother's control, evidence suggests she had multiple opportunities but chose not to act on them. This pattern of deceit continues to raise questions about her honesty.
Guys, people are now saying that Gypsy Rose has faked her paternity test. Not only is she faking her pregnancy, but now she's faked the paternity results. Okay, in all seriousness, it took me 2 seconds to figure this out. This is the form she posted with her paternity results. It says the DDC. Some creators apparently looked into this and said there's no DDC location in Louisiana, so obviously she faked it. However,
Her behavior towards Ryan is another example. She openly cheated on him and later tried to twist the story, going live to undermine his credibility. Despite being in the final stages of their divorce, she still refers to him as her husband, which many interpret as another attempt to control the narrative. Considering her history, it's not surprising that people are skeptical about the paternity test. Many believe her past record of dishonesty casts doubt on her credibility. While this doesn't necessarily prove the test is fake, it does help explain why people remain doubtful. Gypsy Rose has consistently displayed a pattern of manipulating situations to suit her agenda, making it hard for people to trust her at face value. The inconsistencies in her pregnancy story, her dismissive attitude toward genuine concerns, and her history of deception have all contributed to the skepticism surrounding her.
if you looked a little closer at her post, you would see she has tagged this company, Fastest Labs. If you click on it, it takes you to this Instagram page. I don't know how often they use this, but it lists their website, which takes you to this company. This is Fastest Labs in New Orleans, Louisiana. If you click on the link, it tells you testing services in New Orleans, and it lists, there it is, DNA testing. I'm guessing why people were confused is because this company doesn't read the results. This company does the labs. They take the samples, they post the results, and another company will read the results. This is the company.
Julie's approach, whether intentional or not, seems to align more closely with Gypsy Rose's perspective. On the other hand, Nina's history of presenting credible insider information has earned her greater trust among many. Ultimately, the doubts surrounding Gypsy Rose are not without foundation. They stem from visible inconsistencies and suspicious behavior. For Gypsy Rose to regain credibility, she would need to address these concerns openly, something she has yet to do. The ongoing controversy surrounding the paternity test has sparked considerable debate. Many are asking why this issue is so significant and why it's drawing so much attention. To fully grasp the situation, we need to examine key elements, including the design of the document, the timing, and the broader context.
That read the results online for Gypsy's paternity test from Fastest Labs. A lot of people were commenting that she got the results too quickly. Fastest Labs prides themselves on getting results back within a day. So she got the test on October 28th. She announced it to us on the 29th, and she got the results the very next day on the 20th. Gypsy Rose Blanchard faked her paternity test. This is video number 2 of clearing up that rumor. But first, here's one of the reasons that rumor got...
One of the initial concerns was the appearance of the paternity test document itself. Critics pointed out issues with the colors, formatting, and overall presentation, which some felt lacked authenticity. Additionally, the timing of the test results raised red flags. Gypsy Rose appeared on a live stream with Ken, indicating that the truth about her pregnancy and the father of her child would soon come to light. Shortly after, Ryan released a video explaining his stance. He said that, while he had initial doubts about the pregnancy, he never claimed the child as his or believed he was the father. Although he participated in the legal processes, like the divorce, he made it clear that he did not suspect the child to be his.
Started in the first place.
Y'all, allegedly, Gypsy Rose scammed us on the paternity test. Y'all, I went down this deep hole to figure out what was going on. So this is DDC Diagnostic Center. So I said, where in Louisiana is a location? Then I started searching, and it says home paternity test. I was saying to myself, am I sure it's a home paternity test? Let me look to see if I could find a location.
Initially, the paternity test was supposed to be conducted after the baby's birth. However, Gypsy Rose reportedly rushed to obtain results before the child was born, raising questions about her motives and the test's legitimacy. Ryan himself expressed doubts about her eagerness to present the results, feeling that she seemed overly keen to establish the truth without substantial proof. In some cases, paternity tests performed under questionable circumstances may not even be legally recognized, adding to speculation that the results may not reveal the full truth. A crucial question remains: why was the test conducted in the first place? Ryan had already clarified that he didn't claim the child as his. Some speculate that the test may have been part of a promotional strategy. Gypsy Rose has previously collaborated with companies to promote products or services, so it's possible she partnered with a testing company to increase their visibility. This wouldn't be unheard of in celebrity culture, where personal events are sometimes connected to promotional deals. Gypsy Rose's history of deception is well documented. For example, she and her mother spent years deceiving doctors into believing she was gravely ill, presenting herself as a helpless victim of her mother's control. This background continues to fuel doubts about her honesty and the authenticity of her actions today.
So did she say she was taking a paternity test and she was taking an at-home paternity test? How do we even know what's really what? But I also looked up what is a sample of this test. This would be a sample of the test from there. I want you to look at this one.
Evidence later revealed that Gypsy Rose was aware of the lies yet chose to go along with them. Over time, she has used her public platform to build a victim narrative, which many continue to believe. However, her past actions suggest she is capable of much more, even fabricating information for her own advantage. Given this history, it's not far-fetched to consider that she might falsify a paternity test. Her record of manipulation makes it difficult for people to accept her claims at face value. While her defenders still view her as a victim, those familiar with her background recognize the recurring patterns of deceit. Documentaries and shows about Gypsy Rose's life may have only scratched the surface, likely leaving out key details due to time constraints. This omission leaves the public with an incomplete picture of her true character. As creators like Nina continue to explore these gaps, they reveal a side of Gypsy Rose that contradicts the victim persona, a side that appears far more complex and calculated. One user commented, "Well, Ken, you did that to yourself, ITK. What, you expected to live happily ever after? Yeah, okay, expecting that from a murderer and manipulating girl is crazy." Another added, "Come on guys, let's not jump to conclusions like we always do. Just because he doesn't want to appear on TikTok constantly doesn't mean he has broken it off with Gypsy. Show me some proof or get out ta here. Don't get me wrong, I wish nothing but misery and misfortune to both of them. But this kind of stuff has to stop. There have been countless YouTube videos made with information that just isn't true. There is plenty of mess to report about Gypsy without having to make it up." If you found this breakdown insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates and in-depth analyses. Stay tuned as we continue to uncover the full story.